Hello there everyone, Shibby here. Hope everyone out there is doing well and staying back once again with some more Pokemon trading card game Pocket matches. Today's video, I wanted to try out a Mega Blastoise EX deck. Now the way I've opted to build Mega Blastoise is kind of revolving around Energy Ramp with a Mantike. Now I don't know if this is the best way to run Mega Blastoise. I'm far from an optimal deck builder, but this is how I'm going to try it. Now the gimmick with Mega Blastoise, if you're unfamiliar with the card, is that for 3 energy, you can do 130 damage to your opponent, which is not a lot for a Mega, but its special ability, we'll call it, with the attack is if you have 3 extra energy attached to Mega Blastoise, you can do 50 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So in theory, if you get Mega Blastoise built up, you can start wiping out the bench and everything of your opponent fairly quickly. And the new War Turtle has a decent ability as well, so where it can't take damage as long as it's on the bench. So, I mean, that's nice, I guess. I don't think it's as good as Charizard or Ivysaur that came with the new Mega Evolution set with all the Kanto starters, but, you know, it's something. So, yeah, I'll have the entire deck list in the description of the video below if you want to try this deck out or simply improve upon it. But, yeah, we're going to see if we can take this online. Unfortunately, there's no ranked at the moment, so we're going to have to settle for casual matches and to see what we get done with Mega Blastoise EX here. I'll be back when I find my first game. Alrighty, looks like I found my first opponent here. And we do have the good fortune to go in second, but we are running Misty in this deck, so it's not the worst thing in the world, I guess, if we do get stuck going first. And with Mantike, it's actually not bad to go first either. So first or second's really not too terrible. But the real question is what we're going up against. Because our opponent is taking a second to go, and they want to keep us in the mystery. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Alright. Well, this is a card sleeve from the last pack, so maybe it's like a Mega... Well, I see Fire Energy, so maybe it's like Mega Blaziken. Or not. It looks like this is a Mega Charizard Y deck, but they're running Entei and Moltres. Interesting. I guess good thing is we have the type advantage. But we need to hope they flub on some coin tosses, and we need to get built up pretty quickly. What happens with this Pokeball I have in my hand will probably determine everything, because if it's another Mantike and not our Squirtle, we are probably screwed. But we'll see what we can get done. And they have drawn everything that they pretty much needed. So that doesn't help, really. Alright. Let's see what the all-powerful Pokeball has for me here. We do have our heavy helmet, so we can take a little bit of reduced damage on Blastoise as well. Alright. We were lucky enough to get Squirtle. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a rare candy. So we're going to spend our Misty here. See if we can get lucky. We are not. But that's okay, I guess. We'll go ahead and put heavy helmet in the Squirtle, because no use to hold on to it because it's only going to go one place. And we'll use Splashy Toss to not lose the Blastoise we have in hand. So hopefully next turn we can draw into our rare candies. If not, we're going to probably just have to bite the bullet on Copycat because we can't let them get built up in the Charizard before we can get going. Because one Charizard one-shots everything in the game. So there's that. Alright, 3 tails. Show me 3 tails. It's one too many heads. Alright, now I imagine it's going to go into Charmander. Of course. Alright, I guess we'll gamble one more turn and oak it up here. We get a rare candy. All's good. Alright. Well, let us get into our Blastoise. And now we can just start swinging. But we do need 3 more energy to take advantage of Blastoise's effect, unfortunately. Alright, let's get a Squirtle on deck here. And let's see if we can get built up before they do. Alright, next turn, it wouldn't be bad to have a Misty and to try to see if we make something with that. Now we're going to keep Moltres out. They're probably going to take the gamble and getting Charizard built up, maybe. That would just be my dumbass guess. Because if I KO Moltres and they got Charizard, I can't one-shot it anyway. So we need three tails here. Because they could Flame Patch Charizard, or they could have their other Charmeleon and get it going. And unfortunately, the game's not going to be kind to us here. Alright, so next turn we'll be dealing with Charizard. And if they have it, they just unfortunately have it. Not really a whole lot I can do about it. So I guess our best option is to build up this Blastoise we have in front of us. And just hope and pray that they don't have Charizard. Because Charizard does 250. And even with the helmet, that'll still be 230. So just not a good situation to be in. Alright, well I guess just go ahead and get rid of Moltres. I mean there's just no way they don't have Charizard. Unfortunately. Yeah, they've got it. I mean they've drawn, much like me, half their deck, so they're just, the odds just aren't on my side. Yep, there's Mega Charizard. And down we go. And they're running one normal Charizard as well. Yeah, we had no hope here if they got into Mega Charizard. Unfortunately, it was a race against time, and we were just a little bit too slow. We kind of needed a couple of those coin tosses to go in their way and go our way, and they just didn't. All right, well, even though we had the type advantage, he unfortunately could not outpower Charizard here. So, yeah, we're going to see if we can maybe have a little bit better luck in the next game. But good game to that opponent. I'll back find my next match. Alrighty, looks like I found my next opponent here. And we are going second once again. I'll never complain about that. Now we start with Mantike again, but this time, no sign of a basic. And we're going up against a grass deck, it looks like. I wonder if this might be Mega Venusaur, possibly. Which I've actually not... No, it's not. Or I guess it could be. I guess they could run Spinarak alongside Mega Venusaur. I haven't tried my hand at making a Venusaur deck yet, so I don't know really what it looks like. Alright, this is a unique cast of characters here. Alright, well... I'm gonna have to copycat immediately. Because we don't have any other basics in our hand. Well, what an unfortunate turn of events. Well, if they can somehow switch in that Kartana, we're done. I didn't draw any Pokeballs, I drew no Squirtles, didn't even draw another Mantike, so... we might be SOL. Alrighty then, so we lose next turn if I can't draw a basic. Okay, well, not doing good on the draws in this particular particular match. Another heavy helmet, which is not a Squirtle. Alright, we got a Pokeball, so we're gonna get something. Thank God. Alright, and at least it is Squirtle, so there is that. Alright, let's get energy into our Squirtle here. Go ahead and put the helmet on the lad, because it's only useful to Blastoise anyway. And we'll put the energy into Squirtle here. And just hope for the best. I need to draw Rare Candy and Blastoise next turn, and they have Sabrina. Alright. Alright, well this might already be over, because I unfortunately could not draw into what I needed, and they happened to hit in everything, so it is one of those games. And there's the Mega Blastoise I needed. That is about 3 turns too late. And I drew no other basics, so this is over. But we're going to go down swinging, I guess. I don't have bad luck and have no luck whatsoever. And we're going to get hit for 70 here. And we're going to lose this one very swiftly. Good God, I could not draw into anything at all. Well, all right. Well, that was a pretty quick one. A pretty sound defeat here. Hopefully we can have a little bit better luck in the next game. But good game to that opponent. Go back when I find my next match. Alrighty. Looks like I found my next opponent here. And we're going second once again. We've been actually pretty lucky on the coin tosses here. And we finally got the Wombo combo. We got everything we need in this hand. Somehow, some way, we got lucky. Alright, now I do wonder if we're going up against a Mega Pidgeot deck, possibly. I see Lightning Energy, so I fear there may be an Oricorio in this deck. Okay. Maybe I'm not speaking it into existence here. But this Pokeball will tell me everything I need to know. Okay. We've seen a few unique-ish decks here. Alright, let's put the helmet on the Blad. And let's do our Splashy Toss. Alright, with a little luck here, we can get our Mega Blastoise online next turn. We're gonna have to have some good luck here because we do have the type disadvantage as well. Why are you running Voltorb? What does this thing do? It does instant damage to itself. Alright. Alright, I'm wondering if Pidgeot is presumably the boss monster of this deck. Alright, we got our second Mantike here. Might as well put it on the bench. Putting energy in the Squirtle. Play our Rare Candy here. Get our Mega Blastoise up. Excuse me. Alright. Let's play Copycat just to refill our hand here. Got another Squirtle, another Mega Blastoise, and we got 2 Misties, so hopefully we can speed up the process to get Blastoise's special effect going here. Alright, we get Pidgey knocked out. But I don't know what version of Luxray he could be running. We'll find out sooner rather than later. Alright, so if we get a Tails here, we actually can't attack the Mancetric? Mancetric? I don't know. I can't pronounce 99.9% of Pokemon names. And we get lucky enough to get another Rare Candy here. So we can get our other Blastoise online. And let's play Misty into our active Mega here. And I'm not going to get lucky enough to really do anything. I think I should probably build this one up on the bench. And we're not going to be able to attack here, which is why I started building the one up on the bench, because I knew what my luck would be. Alright, we're going to do a red here, so this will do 80. Well, actually, we'll do 60. I forget about the helmet. Alright, well, let's continue getting this Blastoise on the bench built up, because that's what we're going to need. Alright, I need some good RNG here. Well, looky there, we got 2. But just still not enough to use the effect, but now we gotta get heads here. And we actually do, so we can now attack. Alright, so we are lucky enough that we can one-shot anything he's got in his bench unless he evolves up here. Which I would guesstimate that he might be able to. Oh, he actually does not have Luxray. Alright. So we actually just win here. Well, might as well see the effect in action. I don't know when I'll ever be able to get the 6 energy ever again. Alright, well, we were lucky enough to overcome an electric deck here. With Blastoise, somehow, some way. Alright, well, I don't know if that was, exactly an optimal build, but, we'll do what we can. We'll take the wins where we can get them. But I do believe I'll go find one more match, just see if we can get back to even with Blastoise here. But good game to that opponent. I'll be back when I find one more game. Alrighty, so I found my final opponent here. And we are finally going first. So if we can start out with a Mantike Squirtle combo, we can actually get started pretty quickly here. And now we've come across the Venusaur deck. It's the first time I have seen this one. So I'm curious to how one would build a Venusaur deck. Alright, thankfully that wasn't our other Mantike. That could have been a disaster right there. Let's go ahead and play. Let's go and play our Misty. Why not? And we get lucky enough to get heads here. Because of that luck, I bet that means I probably won't see Blastoise. Anything good happens, something must be given up in return. Alright. We do got our Squirtle marginally built up here. And we do have Wartortle in hand. Alright, our Mantike takes a hit. We get another heavy helmet. Now, I guess we'll just go ahead and evolve, because if I play Copycat and then don't get Blastoise and Rare Candy, then I just put myself in a very bad position, so we'll just go ahead and evolve. And didn't get Rare Candy Blastoise, but actually, now that I look at it, we just win here. They have nothing on their bench, and Wartortle's ready to go. Alright, well, we got lucky and got built up pretty darn fast there. They could really, before they could really get anything going. Well, I said it was going to be my last match, but that went so well so fast that maybe I should ruin all momentum and go find one more match, see if we can either have a winning record or a losing record for the video. But yeah, we'll go do that. I'll go find one more match. But good game to that opponent. I'll be back when I find my next game. Alrighty, look, I found my final opponent here. And we're going first yet again. Let's see if we get lucky enough to kind of get the combo that we had in the last match. But it looks like it's not going to be that way. We start off with Squirtle. But we do have 2 copies of a Blastoise in hands and a Rare Candy, so we have everything we almost need. It just would have been nice to start with a Mantike first, so we weren't a turn behind getting built up. And if we're going up against Darkrai, we're probably going to wish we had that energy acceleration, but we'll do what we can here. Who knows, maybe I might get lucky and draw into Misty here. Mega Absol. I don't know if I run into Absol just yet. I think that was the pack prior, right? What do you do? Reveal my hand, and they get to pick a supporter card for me to throw away. Fair enough. Alright, well, nothing I can do this turn, unfortunately. But I guess next turn we can get built up the Mega Blastoise, so that is something, but we do have to have 3 turns to build. Now, I might spend Copycat to try to get a Misty in hand here. But we'll see how that works. Now, I don't think there's a threat of Oricorio, so we may not need this standard non-EX Blastoise. Which which I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but it has the same exact effect of Mega Blastoise, just not as good. I think what is it? Yeah, for 2 extra energy, it does 50 to 1 of your opponent's bench Pokemon, so same effect. But I'm going to have to evolve because I have no other basics on my bench. So that is a slight problem. Alright, they're taking their sweet time here. And they're going to swap in the Chingling. And I can't play any item cards from my freaking hand, so... We're going to have to evolve into Blastoise the old-fashioned way here. Alright, we can't attack or anything, so here we are. I may not have a rare candy, but thankfully we drew into the one Wartortle I have. And thankfully they put themselves behind a turn. And building Absol up, so I'll actually get Blastoise built up first. If next turn I can get a Misty, all hell could potentially break loose, but we'll see if we get lucky at all. But again, they do like to think about their actions. I respect that. At least I like to think that's what they're doing. So what will they opt to do here? Will they build their Absol up? I mean, I don't see why not, unless they got the final evolution for Dino. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, so I don't really know how that is said. I forget what's that evolve into. I think it starts with an H, like Hydreigon or something like that. I'm not familiar with every single Pokemon after. I think Gen 2, up to Gen 2 would be what I comfortably know, like everything in terms of Pokemon, and then after that it's just bits and pieces here and there of what I can recall. But they're going to run out of time. They would appear to be playing the waiting game. All right. Well, since they were kind enough to wait, Blastoise is now on the scene. And I cannot attack, so here we are. Now we got 2 copycats, which is something. So if I don't have a basic in my hand, next turn I'm probably just going to opt to play it. Because while we do have a huge health lead with Blastoise, it is the only Pokemon we have, unfortunately. Okay, take 2 energy. Okay, that's what it is. And they did opt to concede. All right. Well, we got lucky there that they ran out of time, but so we got I guess, kind of a cheap win. But who's counting? I'll take it. So we did manage to go 3-2 with Blastoise after kind of a rough start here. Good game to that opponent if I didn't say that already. But like I said, I don't know if this is the optimal way to run Mega Blastoise EX, if such a thing exists, but I'm open to suggestions. I really honestly don't know how else you would run it, if I'm being completely honest. I'm sure there are ways, but I'm not smart enough for that. But so here we are. We went with Mantike, Blastoise, and we went 3-2. So that's something, I suppose. Ranked may have been a different story, but yeah, I'm just kind of prattling on here. But yeah, I do believe I'm going to end the video here. If you made it this far, I do thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.